we got here? Got us some old vintage air. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna have to get this put together. I have to get my brackets put on here on our main unit and get everything ready to go for when he gets the hush mat done. Then I can get the vintage air installed, get the hoses stubbed out to the firewall, and I'm gonna put subframe in then. The reason that I wanna put this vintage air in right now at this point is because I don't wanna fight the subframe. It's a lot easier to get anything like right here on the outside of this done, because there will be a bolt down here and a bolt up here, because that's just how it's gonna be. Here, looky here. Now, I'm gonna go pull the directions. That way I can figure out how all this goes together. All right, Parker got the Dynamat laid in this bad boy, and I'm putting the foam on the back side. Parker made me some pre-panels, templates for it, and I'm getting it popped on today, and we'll be trying to get the vintage air put in this thing. All right, so here's what we got. Kind of roughly mocked up the vintage air unit just quickly. I needed a length on my lines. So we went ahead and we cut all the lines, pre-cut them a little bit long. And the two AC lines have to be crimped. So we're gonna crimp the AC lines, get them installed onto here. Vintage air unit put in place, then we'll run our lines out here to our bulkhead. And I got these little bulkhead fittings here that we'll put in there, and they'll be crimped on the opposite end also. So got my AC hose crimper here. If we do a lot of vintage air, and this one coincides very well with vintage air, if you do AC work, this is a must. So this is a number 10 line, and this is a number 6 line. And if you see, it's a 1/2 inch. And this one here, number 6 line, is a 5/16. That's standard by vintage air. Pop that in here like so. And then we'll take this little workspace here. All right, okay, got that torqued down, and our line is pushed in there very well, and we're gonna split it right down the middle, 50-50, and we're just gonna give it some pump. Pump it till you can't pump it anymore. All right, and there it is. Put my O-ring back on. Voila, perfect little crimp. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put that on over here right quick. Just hand tighten that one. Now that's out of the way. Now I'm gonna swap this over to number 6. That bad mamma jammer plugged in there right quick. Right there and right there. All right, we got her in there. So let me make sure I got this sitting right. So see how the natural curve of the hose is, and I'm going that way, so that's how I line these up, is with the natural flows, because our to go through our cowl right there of our opening, it wants to curve like that. So that's how I've set that up. Okay, so I got that pushed in all the way, got the curve set right. And we have ourselves a nice crimp again. I'll put a little mineral oil on this. The other O-ring already had it, so put a little mineral oil on that bad boy and put it on here finger tight. So I got my wrenches here to tighten these lines. I'm gonna get these 2 lines tight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my heater hoses on while it's out because I cannot get to them. So we'll use this OEM type clamp. I like them because I like the looks of it. I'm gonna put just a little bit of mineral oil around this. That way it slips right on. Slide that right on up there. Okay. Okay, there's that one. Line number 2. Slide them up enough. I like to get a double clamp on them. It's just a hard spot to get to, so while I'm here, I like double clamping it. Bingo. And bingo. I'm gonna go right there, just right past the bulge. Crimp. And pull it again, crimp. And there you have it. We've got a vintage air unit ready to install in the car for the final time. All right, so I got the bulkhead on. It's about a 3.5 man operation, and we only had 3 men here, so we didn't get to record it. But I got the bulkhead on, hoses are run, vintage air set, so we're good there. Just a little buttoning up on the inside for the vintage air on the kick panel, and everything's good. So sorry you missed it, but it's just how it goes when we're on a limited crew today. So. So I got the suspension parts painted black, they've cured off. Got the subframe slid back underneath, and I'm ready to go final assembly on these front suspension parts. There we go. You know what this piece is called? Kicking in. This right here should be the front set for the Willard Woods. I bet that thing weighs 552 pounds. What do you think it weighs?
I think you're just a sissy and it weighs like 3.
I'm nothing like you. Look at there, 422 pounds. I was off by what, less than 100 pounds? Okay, so now it is time to put our Wilwood front disc brake system on. Got her open here, and there's our warning package. It says warning. Willard is holding the camera. Alright, so I'm going to turn this. So what they want is they want this side where your brake shoe here, they want this to be exactly even. So they send you shims. Let me show you the shim. So they send you little shims like this so you can space this over one side or the other. So you always fit a dry run up on this, on these Wilwoods, and then we come in here and we take our little multi-tool. I'm not gonna move it. It's set up perfect, so we're gonna leave it right there. We take and we slide these brake shoes down in here like so. We'll slide right on that. Get them just a little bit out of whack and they want to go crazy on you. And there we have one complete Wilwood brake setup. Oh! I cannot believe I put that on backwards. Just goes to show. Double check everything that you do. I do this every day. I've put a million of these brake systems on, the Wilwood brake systems on, and like I said, there's slight variations between car to car, vehicle to vehicle, model to model. It doesn't matter. Slight variations. I couldn't say in a hurry, but I kind of got in a hurry, and I put this piece right here on basically upside down backwards. And I got two stainless bolts that are so tight that I'm gonna call them seized in this aluminum wheel hub. It means I'm gonna have to buy 1, 2, 3 pieces and 4 bolts and 2 bolts. Yeah. All right, so we let this sit overnight with Cruel in it. Cruel, air Cruel, and pop right loose. Look at that. Popped right loose. The crisis diverted. Thank the Lord. So we gotta come over here like so. Like that. Get our castle nuts on here. Good. There we have it. One set of Willardwoods right installed. We have our Willardwood brakes installed. Everything went in right, shimmed right. We had a little hiccup on this, but it was my fault because I had my head in my rear end. Don't ask me why, but it happens. It's just part of life, and it took place, and that's what happened. Be a little fancier, quicker, wouldn't it? At least with what I'm talking. Hold it out. Just keep going slow. Just keep going slow. It's going. It's great. I'd rather be slow than have a bad deal take place. Yeah, just like so. It is actually moving into place. Now, like a glove. We haven't scratched anything yet. In all honesty, that makes me nervous that we haven't scratched, nicked, or just plain old something up. I'm gonna put the front end alignment on the old Camaro here, and we're gonna try to get the caster, camber, and toe set on it. And as you see here, I've got the new I Did It steering column. We have the old factory column. So we're gonna go ahead and update to the I Did It column. And it's pretty nice because it swaps everything over to a relay system. So your key, ignition, all of that is just click, 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 click. If you look here, specifically here, you see that's how the old ignition ran. And this is just way more better, way more gooder, way more all of the above, better and gooder. I've got just some old wheels that I've had laying around that I was going to use on a personal project. Pretty decent little wheels I picked up. That's what they look like. This is not the wheel that we're going to use for this build. I'm only using these wheels to do this front end alignment, and we'll probably just push it around the shop and whatnot till we decide on what kind of custom wheel that we're going to go with on this project. We're going to get our turntable and our alignment stands put underneath the vehicle and get alignment set on this. Today we're going to be using, I like the Long Acre Racing products. So this is the alignment There are alignment products here. This actually sets your toe. I don't even know the number on it here. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. These here are standard toe end plates. There's a number on it. I've used these things on most of every build. We use them all the time, and they work out really well. It comes with tape measure, and you'll see how they work. And in here is what I have is we have a caster and camber gauge. Yeah, it uses a lot of batteries, so I just always keep extra batteries in there. But we'll be setting that up too. Longacre Racing products is what we're going to be using today, and they are not anyway affiliated or sponsored by us. I want to make that clear. They probably should be, but they are not. So anyway, we're going to be using their products just because I like the products. So we're going to try to line this up where it's the center and the center. This is what we're going to try to do here. And we're going to try to line up center and center. We're going to put a block here. So what I'm doing is I'm making up for that turntable back here. So what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to air up all 4 tires to the exact same amount. Can you handle that? We got a 4-degree positive caster. That's a lot. And we got a 1/4 inch degree positive camber with, you know, your typical 1/8 inch toe end. So that's what we got here. I'm gonna set our AccuLevel machine up. So as you can see, I had that on like a 20-inch wheel the last time that I done this. So we're gonna move this in 22, 20, 18, 17, if I remember right. It's something like that. You can see the spacing's different on these to get it centered. So you want to try to get it as close to that center point as possible. Couple bungee cords. So now I've got it set on here where I want. Our center point's coming across right at the bottom of that. And I'm going to level this. See the level on here? Okay. And we're set level, and we got our center point on this wheel. So now I can check the caster on it. And our caster is, our camber, be a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 degree. So we're gonna be 0.25, 0.25 on the Richter scale. We're gonna call this the Richter scale. And I need the arrow pointing down, okay? Do you know what that means? Absolutely not. All right, in order to accomplish that, these turnbuckles up here and here. Okay, so I gotta take this bolt out, pull it all the way out, and we're gonna turn these turn dials, and that's how that we're gonna get our camber set. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out. This wheel's gonna lay back this way. You're not gonna let the wheel go back that way, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this up like so. And I've got to come out with it because our Richter scale says that it's got to go out like that. So I'm going to turn these to, I'm really not even sure where I want to turn them. That was 2.9, and with it lifted all the way out, it's going to be a 2.1. So if I slide these back in, we're going to need to pull the wheel out, see where we're at. See, so it's coming in close. Okay, so here's what we got. We are at 0.6. I'm going to check the caster. So our degrees are here. So we're going 15 degrees. So this is how I like doing this. I'm gonna put a piece of tape that goes just like so, okay? Now that dials me in. I'm gonna take my magic marker and I'm gonna go, okay, so it's to that side, correct? Now I'm gonna take a piece of tape and put on this bad boy right there. So that gives me the 15 degrees. See, I've already had that marked out once. And then that tells me that it's to that side. So we're gonna go 15 degrees. We turn 15 degrees in, and that's what we got. Have to cut that so it doesn't rip our tape off. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, 0. And then here. 2.6. That means that I gotta come and pull this out 1.5 degrees. Come out is we're gonna shorten this, and I'm gonna lengthen this. Our camber now is 1.3 degrees, so This is where it gets so much fun. Been playing with this side, flip-flopping back to the other side, just trying to get everything dialed in where I want. Here goes there. That tape measure goes there. Okay, so I'm gonna square this up, coming right off with the trim. Make sure that it is sitting flat. Okay, so now we got our plates set up here. Tape measures are set up. We'll come right off of here and pull it. That is exactly 70 1/4. Okay, exactly 70 1/4. Because I'm 73/16, which means I'm a 16th toed out. I'm just gonna double check everything here. Okay, that's still top dead center. So that means that we're 16th toed out. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give a crank and a crank on each side and see if we can't pull this in. Technically, we need to pull it in 3/16 because we need a 1/8 inch toe in. Nope. Damn lefty loosey. Yeah. That's exactly where it needs to be. So I'm an 1/8 inch toed in now, and everything has turned out mighty fine. These things here work out very well. I mean, if you really want to get critical and just double and triple check yourself, you could flip-flop your tape measures, do the other side, measure from the other side or anything like that. I feel that it's a waste of time. We're sitting where we need to be. I'm gonna tighten everything down. I'm gonna mark it. We've got a front end alignment on this thing today. So I'm almost running out of time today. I'm not gonna have time to put the steering shaft and the steering column in the car. So my plan is to come in the morning and get the steering shaft and steering column put in the car, and then we can move on with the rest of this build. So that's the plan. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Come on, people.